Welcome to this gentle morning yoga routine for compassion and wisdom. I'm Caren Baginski. Thanks for joining me here. You might appreciate having a blanket around for practice, but if not, no problem. We're going to start seated, cross-legged, or sitting on your heels if that's more comfortable on your mat. And let's create Adi Mudra, the hand gesture of primordial stillness, to center and form an intention for our practice. So turn your palms face up. Take your thumbs inside your hands and wrap all your fingers lightly around the thumbs. Then place the hands down on the knees. And if it's comfortable, gently close your eyes. Relax into the face, neck and shoulders, elbows, wrists, and hands. Arriving here together, we'll set a collective intention for the practice. A gentle commitment to stay present to what is. Whatever arises on this mat, in your body, emotions, or mind. And seeing that with a lens of compassion for your journey. And the wise mind, the wisdom to know that you're growing. Now take a fuller breath in. And as you breathe out, release the thumbs. Open the eyes. Let's move into a pranayama called Brahmari, which is humming bee breath. You can simply take your index fingers up to the outer flaps of the ears and pressing the cartilage in a moment, you'll close off all sound and make a humming bee sound in the back of your throat, like You'll do that on your exhale, and we'll do it 3 times together. So you can follow along with closed eyes or follow along with me. Use your own exhale to completely let that sound resonate up in the headspace. It'll be the only thing that you'll hear. So let's take the index fingers to the flaps of the ears, push in, breathe in, close the eyes if you like, and make the sound of the humming bee in the back of the throat. Releasing the fingers from the ears, set them down on the knees or the lap, and feel the resonance in the head. Opening the eyes again. We'll move into Bhastrika, which is bellows breath. You can do this with or without the arm gesture that I'll show you now. So on an inhale, the navel moves out completely, breathing from the abdomen. The arms reach up with open hands. On the exhale, the hands come down into fists by the sides, and the navel pulls in. All the breath is out. Think of a pump. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Steady and complete with each inhale and exhale, really feeling the abdomen move. So you can reach the arms up and down, or let the arms rest down and just breathe in and out. We'll take this breath in and out through the nose, and I'll count for us. We'll do 10 together. So I'm going to show the arm variation. Let's just start by exhaling all your air. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale. Steady as you go. Here's the last one. Now reach your arms up if you didn't already. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Pause the breath at the top. Breathe out, let the arms reach down and out to the floor. Inhale, float the arms all the way up toward the sky. This time, interlace the fingers at the top, point the palms upward. And as you exhale, pull the hands gently apart and let the arms float down to the floor. Elongate your exhale. One last time. Inhale. Interlacing the fingers at the top, reaching up through the side bodies. Relax the neck. Exhale, let the arms float. Slow, continuous breath. When the arms come down, take them to the knees and close the eyes. Feel the effects of the practice. What do you sense within you? What's being awakened? Where do you feel your body the most right now? And open the eyes here. Take your hands around behind you, interlace behind. Open up through the heart, the front of the heart. Reach the arms back. Maybe the palms touch the floor. Open up the chest. Breathing in and out. Take a gaze up. And now exhale, the chin comes in, the arms release, and come forward into table on your mat. From table position, we'll move with our breath from cow to child's pose. Keep your knees wide and toes wide instead of bringing them together, but walk your hands a couple inches forward. Give yourself more space to move. On the inhale, descend through your abdomen. Let your shoulder blades come together onto the back, gaze forward. Now exhale, round through the whole spine and send your hips back to your heels, resting in this child's pose-like shape. Inhale, drag your hands and your elbows back toward you as you bring your heart forward. Cow pose. Exhale, round through the whole spine, as if through cat into child's. Continue using your own pace of breath, finding the flow. Allowing yourself to become more present to what's here, with compassion and wisdom to see that with every breath, you're shifting your experience. Shifting how you feel on a mind, body, and spirit level. As you round into this last child's pose, sink back for a moment. Let the forehead touch down to the floor. Soften the elbows as well. Rock the forehead side to side. Feeling the center of the forehead, the eyebrow center, the third eye chakra. Now let the forehead come to stillness. And inhale, lift yourself back up. Walk your hands a little bit more forward, moving into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift up through the hips. Feet are hip distance apart. Lift up through the inner ankles and drive through the thigh bones backward behind you. Hands nice and wide on the mat, fingers spread. Find the neck relaxed. And activate into the upper arm bones. Rotate them outward, shoulder blades come together. Breathe in and out smoothly and steadily. Find one more inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your knees back down to the floor. Have a seat. And take your right leg all the way out to the side and the left leg in. We'll come into revolved head to knee pose. So turning toward the bent knee, slide on an exhale your arm down the lengthened leg and pause just right here, flexing through the foot, flexing through the kneecap, opening into a side bend, relaxing the head, or inhale and take that back arm and reach it up and over. You can also take the hand to the back of the head, opening up the heart even more here, just resting the head against the hand. Smooth out your breath, relax your jaw. With a strong sense of breath in, lift back up through the torso. Breath out, pause in the center, relaxing the muscles here of this right leg. Bring your hands behind you and switch it out. Flexing now into this lengthened leg, turn toward the bent knee. Slide the arm down as you inhale, exhale, side bend. Maybe inhale, the back arm lifts. Reaching it overhead, exhale, side bend. Again, you can take your hand to the back of the head and open up into the heart here. Generous breaths into the whole side body. Soften your face, maybe even close your eyes as you let your neck relax even more toward the knee. Your head is heavy. If you notice any busyness in the mind or any judgments come up about your body, meet that with compassion for what is, at least for right now. It's okay to be this way. Nothing to change. Inhale through your center and lift back upright. Exhale, pause in the center for a moment. Now take this lengthened leg and sweep it forward. Lift up that other bent knee and step it over top. We're dropping the knees into cow face, just the legs. You can stay right here if you like, or bring the other foot back. So now both of the ankles are alongside your hips and your knees are stacked. We'll stay right here if this is enough, taking the hands down to the feet for extra grounding. Or if you'd like a little bit more depth into the pelvis, likely feeling this in the outer hip space, then you can walk your hands forward and lower your heart. You can come all the way forward over the legs or just support yourself where it feels most comfortable for right now. Let your breath really accompany you here. Take up so much space so that this sensation feels sustainable and gentle, so that you might relax into the pose. And with your shoulder blades spread wide and your head relaxing forward, breathe even deeper into your back body, remembering that 60% of your lungs are located in the back half of your body. So fill those up and let them go. Full exhales. Now inhale, walk your hands back toward you. If you came down, lift your chest upright. Exhale and pause, leaning back, taking some of the tension out of the legs. Let's open them back forward. You can rotate here at the hip joint in and out a few times before we take the other side. So let's take the other knee on top, other leg to the side. Sitting tall at first, exhale and find your way forward if that's comfortable. Coming right into the pose, give yourself a few breaths to settle in and to inquire, is this the best for me right now? This position, to go all the way down or to stay more upright? Bringing wisdom into the practice. Breathe into the back. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. Allowing the lower leg muscles to release if there's any grip in the calves, the ankles, or the feet. Now finding your next inhale and lifting upright, using your palms to walk yourself back if you came forward. Take your hands back and sweep your legs open. One more time if you like, rocking through the hip joint side to side, out and in. And then bring yourself back into a cross-legged seat if that's comfortable. You can always choose to sit up on the blanket if that helps you out. Coming into a seated spinal twist. So take your right hand to your left knee, your left arm behind you. Let your pelvis move with you as you twist the upper body. So as you inhale, lift up through your spine. Now exhale, let the pelvis move to the side as you twist through your navel, your chest, and then finally taking your head to gaze back and tilting it at an angle, ear toward the shoulder. Relax the jaw. Just a gentle grip of the hand on the front knee here. With every inhale, feel yourself get a little bit more tall and expansive. And then every exhale, wringing out the body, relaxing the neck. Softening until there's no more breath left. And then take another inhale. Your next breath in, returning out of the twist. Taking a moment just to sit where you began, breathing in and out, noticing what's here, what's changed, what it feels like on that side of the body you twisted into, and how quickly sometimes these sensations can move through and resolve. Let's take the other hand to the knee, behind you with the other palm or fingertips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take the hip with you, twist open through the heart, through the head. Relax the shoulders, and now tilt the head backward at an angle, if that's comfortable. You'll feel it more in the neck if you do that. Instead of thinking about leaning backward to the hand, maintain yourself upright and twist around the pole of your spine. Full inhales and full exhales. Staying present to what is. One more breath. Breathe out and unwind through the twist. Coming forward, feel and sense what that side brought to you. And now 3 times, let's move into a seated pelvic tilt, a cow and a cat, to realign ourselves after we twisted. So just holding on to the knees, inhale and pull the belly forward, feel the tailbone tip up and back. And then exhale, tuck under, round the back toward the floor, behind you, chin in. Inhale, coming forward gently. Exhale, tilting the pelvis under, rounding the whole spine. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Now arriving back up in this seated position. In a moment, we're going to move into Shavasana, a final resting pose with an opportunity for a guided meditation. But before we do that, we're going to take another mudra called Kaleshwara mudra. And this is formed by taking the hands toward one another, touch the third middle fingers in toward each other at the tip and touch, and then bend the index fingers down and in, and at the second knuckle, let those touch. The thumb tips come together and you'll notice that you just formed a heart with your index fingers and your thumbs, and then drop the other fingers in and down, the rings and the pinkies. So we have a heart and a triangle shape. This is the gesture of the Lord of Time for attaining spiritual freedom. It's also the connection between the wisdom of the third eye center and the head space, and then the compassion center of the heart. So hold this about just in front of the heart space, elbows soft. Offer the eyes to close or gaze down. Breathing in and out, just start to notice the feeling of your hands in this gesture. Uniting the space of wisdom in the mind and compassion in the heart. Hold the memory of your hands in this position, visualizing this mudra as you now release it, opening the fingers, grabbing your blanket if you're using that for Shavasana for your head, placing it at one side of your mat, and come down to lie on your back. You may use any other props that suit you to rest here. Open your legs wide and your arms, palms face up. Visualizing Kaleshwara mudra. Now let yourself do nothing. Relax and be guided in a meditation by yoga therapists Joseph and Lillian LePage. Notice how your breath flows gently upward from your heart to your third eye, naturally uniting your centers of compassion and wisdom. As energy flows more freely between these two centers, you naturally align with your authentic being, releasing your identification with the feelings and beliefs that keep you from experiencing your essential nature as freedom and unity. This integration of wisdom and compassion begins at the level of your material needs. Through the eyes of the heart, see your desires for material things compassionately as an extension of the drive to survive by ensuring your basic needs. Through the eyes of wisdom, you clearly see that nothing that comes from outside can add or subtract to that which is already whole and complete. As compassion and wisdom meet, you are able to release binding desires to possess more than you need, while opening to receive all that the universe offers abundantly. Now sense the integration of wisdom and compassion within your relationships. Through the eyes of the heart, you welcome your feelings compassionately, recognizing that love, affection, and trust are a natural part of your journey toward emotional maturity. Through the eyes of wisdom, you clearly see that all of your emotional needs are a reflection of your essential connection and oneness with all beings. As compassion and wisdom meet, you witness your feelings without reacting unconsciously, while welcoming love and affection in a natural balance of giving and receiving. Finally, sense the integration of wisdom and compassion at the level of your spiritual journey, including all the teachings and techniques that guide you toward awakening. Through the eyes of the heart, you honor your entire spiritual path, including the practices, teachers, and teachings that you have followed with sincerity. Through the eyes of wisdom, you clearly see that ultimately there is no spiritual journey, only the experience of pure conscious being, revealed through your process of transformation and awakening. As compassion and wisdom meet, you honor all the great teachers and their teachings, while resting in the moment-to-moment presence of your authentic being, beyond all philosophies and beliefs. Aligned with your true being, you live with a sense of freedom and unity, while appreciating each moment of life fully and joyfully. Resting in your authentic being, repeat the following 3 times, aloud or silently to yourself. As compassion and wisdom unite within my being, I live freely and joyfully. Now take several breaths to rest in your joyful presence. When it feels right to come out of this position, begin to make gentle movements into fingers, toes, any other stretches that feel comfortable, awakening the body and the mind from deep rest. Bend your knees in. Choose a side to roll onto. Reach one arm overhead and roll to that side now, keeping the eyes closed if possible. Maintaining that inward focus just for a few more moments together. Push into the floor now and inhale, press yourself upright into a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands together at the heart. Let the chin bow in, honoring all of the teachers who have brought these practices to us. Gratitude. And then opening your eyes, relaxing your palms, and feeling into your being. I really enjoyed guiding you for this one. As a yoga therapist myself, using all of the tools of yoga can make this practice so transformative and powerful in our lives. I'd love to hear about your practice. As always, you can share in the comments below. Give this one a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel so we can practice together again sometime. I'll see you in the next one.